it says on the piece of paper you get with the glasses, you shouldn't fucking drive with them on. It's kind of funny, man.
Yeah, you gotta rock. We rocking shades today. Shit, fuck it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Dude, I don't go nowhere without my fucking shades, man. Either that, my eyes close outside.
Hell yeah. So
All right, you got all your stuff hooked up and basically you're set, kind of thing for letting it fly.
man, I'm ready to rock and roll like Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi time. Fuck yeah, man.
I'll pop it slow. You'll rock and roll like Bon Jovi.
Oh man.
Shout out to Joel Santana from the
Yeah, right. Joel.
Hey,
What do they have? They have dip
Dipset.
dip step, right?
His ad lib is I. My ad lib is
Mashup with them on it with Joel Santana.
yeah. My ad his ad lib is I. My ad lib is I. Let me get a. You still. I know you got no bad lungs. Let me get a. Let me get a good. There you go. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I've been practicing, homeboy. I've been
practicing. You gotta use. So you got the whole different set of out. So you gotta practice it in a timely fashion. But yeah, I see you been working.
I've been working, sir. I've been working on it.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't be fucking with no question, and you can't do the. You gotta have a good in your resume. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I can't fuck with you. I can't even fuck with you.
Oh, my man.
You know.
Oh, I love you, bro, man.
I know Big
Oh
D
man.
in the building. Shit, if y'all in the
Oh,
building,
that
put a
shit
bow
is
tie.
tight,
If y'all in
funny,
the
man.
building, put a bow tie in the chat. I don't even know if you could do that. I'm sure they got a bow tie emoji in that motherfucker.
Bow tie that fucking like button,
Bow tie that
motherfuckers.
like button on the way in. Bow tie that subscribe if you ain't already.
Absolutely,
You know I gotta put that out there. But
absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off with the little clip of yesterday's live video. So we're gonna start off with that, and then we'll go forward to my narration of what what transpired in the courtroom after the live video. So bam, let me share my screen real quick. Oh shit, I'm doing too much already. There we go. All right, share screen. Bam. All right, you can see it. Damn, can't see that. Oh, I gotta take it off of this. My computer is messed up, so I'm gonna have to play it in this little theater type mode. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, running.
All right. All right. So Killeen look like they showed up today. They look like. Can y'all see it? It's kind of messing up. Nah, damn. Hold on. Give me a second. 10:51 or 10:50. What up, yo? That's what we say. That's what we say in Detroit. What up, though? Can y'all see it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so Killeen look like they showed up today. They look like they ready to go to work. Judge here and the prosecutor. That's the prosecutor's car right here. This one right here, the Lincoln, and it's the judge's car right here. He riding the Boxster. He clean. He riding in the Boxster S to come out here and violate. So look like everybody showed up. We're gonna do the thing today. Like we gonna be doing the damn thing. Say, judge getting paid. Hell yeah. Getting paid all our tax dollars to concoct bullshit. You hear me? Breathing sounds weird. Yeah, I'm a big boy, so
There you go.
I'm not apologizing. People so bogus. This whole thing is a scam. And all this whole setup is a scam. These are not government entities. These are actually business. They have business license numbers and everything. So you're not dealing with the government. You're dealing with a corporation. Michael Lowe said, "Dude sounds like he has a hard time breathing." Don't forget. I ain't gonna forget about you, Michael Lowe. I'm gonna roast your ass.
Yeah. We got you on the list, Michael Lowe.
Let me go to the meat of it. Yeah. Pussy Pete. Michael Lowe said, "Lay out the groceries, cut back." Ooh, Michael Lowe trying to flame my ass up, boy. I got you.
Yeah, Michael Lowe, very unintelligent human being, if at that.
In the courtroom, technically, yes. Really, your ass don't.
I would actually suggest to Michael Lowe he should cut back on his oxygen consumption, and that would be a wise thing.
But I'm gonna save it for another day. Yeah. Jenny James, are you allowed to film in the courtroom? Technically, yes. Realistically, no.
Best comment.
Mm-hmm. You're not gonna give it your spiel again? You say I need to what? Remove me from what area? So I'm confused. Like, that's the public lobby. Why is he trying to remove me from the public lobby? You know what I'm saying? I was confused at why that happened. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, sir. How you doing? Good. Electronics, no recording device, no weapons, all of those items are prohibited in that. You are to refrain from talking to the jurors. Do not interact with them. And we'll get this resolved. All right. Turn off your cell phone, everything inside your pockets. All right. So,
can you kick the volume up on that on the video?
Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to show. That's basically
gotcha.
So let me stop that. All right, so basically when I went in there, I they sat me down, and then I started inquiring. I'm no question. I'm always asking questions. So I asked one of the bailiff, Henry Leando. I mean, one of the marshals. He wasn't the bailiff. But I asked Henry Leando, what was how does the jury get selected? Because I'm like, my thinking is like, they should be like me or in my peer set, So, I'm like, how does the jury get selected? He says it's a computerized process, and that it's random. They just send it out, I guess, through email or physical mail. I'm not 100% sure, but as he said, that's how it gets selected. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then I started thinking. I'm like, so like, wait a minute. Like, was that the jury out there in the lobby? He was like, yeah. I'm like, bro. I'm like, wow. I'm like, who's I said the next question. I'm like, whose responsibility is it to
safeguard the jury?
Well, to keep the whole case impartial, and to ensure impartiality of the whole situation. Like, why am I in the lobby hanging out with the jurors?
That's the way we do things in Killeen, Texas, sir.
That's the first place that you enter when you open the doors of the building. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, like, hold on, I'm trying to find this video. I don't forgot about the crybaby video.
Yeah, and this is all crybaby talking to you after he made you close the camera, right?
Yeah, that was crybaby that gave the spiel that y'all just saw. That's the crybaby bailiff. Let me try to pull that up real quick. But okay, here we go. let me just give y'all a little recap of who we getting ready to talk about. Y'all know what that is. All right, let me boom share that screen one more time.
Yeah, I see the comment of the jury selection, but you're in a corrupt city court in a corrupt municipality with corrupt judges, corrupt lawyers, corrupt prosecutors, and corrupt police. So all the quotes in the world of legalities are very nice, but they do not apply here, as you shall soon see.
Yeah. I'll answer your question, sir. Who are you? I'm gonna tell my mom. Can I get your name and badge number?
Right, baby.
We'll call him Crybaby Marshall for now. That was like, I don't remember when that was. That was a while back. But
almost a year ago.
Yeah, that was my first interaction with him. He thought I was Boo Boo the Fool or something.
Boo Boo the Fool.
So that's what we talking about. So like I said, I was asking Leendo, his compadre, the bald-headed guy that's the marshal. I was asking, like, whose responsibility is it to ensure impartiality of the case? And he said the bailiff. I said, so crybaby. So that was his responsibility. And I asked him, and then so I'm like, this was all before the prosecutor and the judge came in. So I'm like, damn, like, so you're not gonna say nothing, Leendo? And he like, he's like, he basically hands up. Damn.
But Leendo is an order follower and a threat maker, as we have already found out the last time we had an issue in the lobby.
He basically hands up, don't shoot. That's basically what his stance was when I said, are you gonna bring it up? Like, y'all, that's a mistake that y'all made. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that I had any intent or nefarious intent about. This is something that you guys should have already had squared away before I even walked in the building.
It's not that they don't know that every time you go to the courthouse, the corrupt Killeen City Court of Unrecord, that you're the one who's always recording.
Playhouse.
Always recording when you
I
go
come
there.
in there just
Always
like
live.
this. Every time I come in the building.
Every time.
Every time I come in the building, I'm just like this. So with that in mind, as a bailiff, he saw me when I came in. Leendo saw me when I came in. Leendo did like this when I came in. I was just like this. I said, "How you doing?" You know what I'm saying? So they all saw me when I came in, and they knew. I don't know what was they thinking, but they knew that that was the jury that was in there. I had no clue. You can go watch the live and see.
And there
But
is no way that you could even have a clue because,
yeah,
like I said in our discussion, ain't like
so
they got a big sticker on their chest. Hi, my name is Jocelyn. I'm the juror today.
yeah. So I asked Leendo, and then I asked him, "Are you gonna bring it up?" He's like, "Nope, hands up, don't shoot." Then I asked Perez, Groupie Perez. I call him Groupie. He's another marshal. I asked him, like, "What's up with that? Like, why y'all? How do y'all gonna mitigate that in the future? Because like that's kind of that's kind of like an imbalance on my side that these people know about. I was literally out there in the lobby talking about the cases with the jury in the lobby, unbeknownst to me. So wow, how does that happen? How does that even happen? And he like, man, Perez says, well, we don't have enough room, and this is how we usually do it. Da 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 da. I'm like, that don't make no sense. Like that's as soon as I open the doors to the building, I'm looking at the jury. How does that make sense?
You would
So
think that they would have a jury waiting room or someplace where they could put them on the side altogether. So there isn't even a chance of any undue impropriety, my good man.
absolutely. And that's what he said. We don't have a waiting room, and I'm like, I said that's unacceptable, man. I'm like, you're not gonna say nothing about it. Hands up, don't shoot. He said, you'll get a chance to speak about it. You get a chance to address your concern before we get started. And and then they both one of them said Leon also said, bring it up with the prosecutor. So I haven't even mentioned nothing to the actual bailiff about it. I don't remember if I ever did, but like I said, they told me to let the prosecutor know. But I'm like, nah, I ain't letting the prosecutor know. I'm gonna wait till everybody in the room, and then we're gonna bring that up with everybody in the room. So I'm gonna wait until the judge get in and he addressed my concern. So I ain't say nothing to the prosecutor when she came in. I just said hello to her. We talking about Martha Stewart. Let me go ahead and bring her up while I'm thinking about it. Let me share the screen real quick. Her name is Martha Samuel. I keep saying Martha Stewart. She looked like.
Well, she should be put in prison just like Martha Stewart.
Yeah, you're right about that. About all the stuff she's been doing on this case, is very, very criminal.
I'll be posting Martha's information in the chat box, and if anybody wants to have a session of redress, yes, Samuel. Yeah, you almost had me say Martha Stewart.
Right.
That's funny, dude.
So this is the prosecutor. Oh damn, I got the wrong picture up. Where's my other picture?
There's the prosecutor.
So that's the prosecutor, and I thought I had a picture with her. Okay, here we go. This is a better picture with the information for y'all to not call or email, or you have a right to, but I'm not instructing you to.
Yes, very abusive. Does not know the law. Refuses to practice the law. To know the law better. and violates civilians' rights.
Okay, here goes some information. Prosecutor, that's the prosecutor, Martha Samuel, better known as Marty.
Yeah, Marty. Nice
Marty.
mustache, Marty.
So yes, this is what we talking about. So she comes in. I didn't say nothing to her. I said, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. And then the judge came in. Let me bring him up, introduce him to the
To
to the
the
show.
audience, yes, the new judge.
Where I ain't even put his thing up. Let me see. I didn't even think I even finished him. Finish
Yeah,
him.
you got a picture of Slappy on there. Slappy the judge.
Let me do this. Okay, I do.
And I'm sure Martha Samuels would be msamuel at KilleenTexas.gov for email, pretty much. As well as the judge, K. Krishna, at KilleenTexas.gov for an email.
Yep, put that in the chat.
That's not a hard one to figure out, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So here go. I ain't finished making the little thumbnail. I've been working all morning trying to put all this stuff together, but um, this the Boxster. This the judge's car. That's the car he drives, and this is the judge. I don't
There
want
you go.
about to show him. I ain't about to show him that one because he he think he's smooth on that one. I ain't gonna show that one. I'm gonna show this one. Kris Krishna. What? Oh, let me see.
With the red tie.
Nah, he think he too smooth on that one. I ain't about to show him that. I'm gonna show him this one right here. This one right here. Look at him. That's a judge right there, Kris Krishna. He thought he was too smooth on the other one, so I ain't gonna even show that one. So he come in and he come in is ask me, the first thing I asked, was this gonna be on record first and foremost? Was it gonna be on the record? And he like, yeah, it's gonna be on record. They tried to give me some paperwork to sign. I didn't want to sign it at first, but it was basically a paperwork about if found guilty, if you go to an appeal, you will be responsible for the charges to transcribe the recordings and all this other stuff for the appeals process. That was basically my consent to it or whatever.
Already asking you for money before anything's gone down. This is insane. Dude.
So then they like I'm like, so I'm this is my first time ever, being in a trial. So I'm asking questions. I'm representing myself pro se, so ain't no lawyer standing next to me doing this for me. So I'm asking questions as we go along, like, some words that terminology they asking about. I'm like, what does that word mean? I'm asking questions. If I don't understand everything that's coming out your mouth, I'm going to ask you to clarify. So, I'm like, how does that appeals process work? And how does the recordings get documented and sent over and all that type of stuff? And so he referred to the prosecutor, Martha Samuel, and she kind of explained it, and I'm like, so she explained that. So that was my very, very, very number one concern, because as I stated,
Well, I mean, I
Yeah,
would think that you might even state a little bit better that you've already had instances of communications, unlawful communications with a judge about your case and been forced to stand in front of the judge about your case and actually had the transcript and the record denied to you
yeah, yeah. This was the
under
previous
some
judge.
subversion
I
of
don't know.
secrecy.
I don't know if a lot of people even know like this is the second judge for a Class C misdemeanor traffic ticket case, interference with a peace officer. You know what I'm saying? So this is the second judge. The first judge trespassed me from the building trying to get discovery, threatened me with arrest. He also said all kind of crazy stuff out in the parking lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Calling me by my name, mocking me and trying to humiliate. That was, and then he retired.
Asking you if you had any mental issues,
Yeah,
and
and then he retired. So now here comes Kris Krishna, and so he come in, and we do go through the proceedings, and so after I asked about the recordings, the very next thing I said was, I wanted to bring up an issue that happened in the lobby. You know, unbeknownst to me that they was out there. I can't see the chat. Let me see. Oh damn, me! Oh y'all see Shiel? Yeah, Big B Nation with me. Where y'all at? I see y'all now. Hell yeah, Yum in the building. Car Thief News in the building. Yeah, as if it's your business is in the building from Georgia. What's going on? Cowboys 8 panel in the building. Britt McCain, what up, though? Hell yeah. My man Mazanga Bad Von Batman, my co-host and co-pilot and co-brother and Mike Kushi. Yes,
hell
indeed.
yeah,
In the building.
hell yeah.
You know. Hello, hooray in the building. He said, wash hands. Yeah. If you wipe your ass, make sure you wash your hands. You hear me?
Always, always, as
You know,
Red Fox used to say, gotta watch your ass.
yeah. Real Jingy said, yeah, what
Real
happened?
jingy.
Yeah, Real Jingy said, what happened to change it from one thing to the other? In other words, when did it go from legal and not breaking the law to illegal and breaking the law?
Well, this is where it goes to illegal and breaking the law. Unfortunately, the story has many twists and turns,
Absolutely.
like the days of our lives.
Yeah, everybody in the building. I see y'all. So where was I at, Mr. Von Badman?
You were talking about the judge, and you wanted to ask the judge about the people out in the lobby and what was going on with that.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, the judge was you know, hold on. Let me get it right. The judge was, bringing in, they was getting ready to bring in the jury, and before that, like I said, I addressed my concern with I'm like, Your Honor, I'm like,
Your
I promise you,
Honor.
Your Honor, and I have some concerns, Your Honor. I'm like, yeah, I
Straight up.
promise you, Honor, I ain't been doing this shit.
It was my neighbor, Your Honor. I
It was
swear to
Malone who
God,
did it, man. Malone
under
did it.
penalty of God that above, I did not do this. Yeah.
And I'm like, unbeknownst to me, I'm out in the lobby talking about the case with the jury.
No, you're not talking about the case with the jury.
And no,
You
not
are
talking about it
live
with the jury.
streaming like you live stream every time you enter that whorehouse, right?
Yeah,
And you're talking to your audience that the people in there happen to be there. You even thought that they had a lot of court sessions today because you've seen it full. I've
yeah,
seen it full of 150 people waiting to pay 500
yeah,
bucks a pop illegitimately at the Killeen corrupt city fucking court.
absolutely. So I'm just, I do the same thing I do every time I come up in there. holla at
Straight
the
up.
D Nation. Y'all gonna be with me every time I go up in there.
Straight
So
up.
ain't nothing changed. So so I'm like, so I'm like, when I brought it up, so he's like, ho, 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 ho.
I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, you said it. Is it just December yet? Ho, 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 ho,
Oh,
ho. I'm like, damn. So then the Martha Samuel, she jump in. You are breaking the law, young man. She talking about I won't she said I want charges pressed on him for jury tampering. We're gonna seize your phone and we're gonna get a detective assigned to this and I'm like, what?
well,
I'm
of
like,
course, Mr. Butler. They can't do their job, and it's all your fault. Do you see what your camera did to all these people? It made them get butthurt. I've been butthurt ever since I've heard the name Mr. Butler, and so has Marty. You know, everybody's got the butthurt, man.
like she been basically demonizing me this whole process. Every time she say something to the judge about me, one time she made it seem like I was trying to sneak knives and shit in the court and like just ridiculous.
I think
Like
that's
my man
because you're
say,
black, my man. I
like my
think that's
man
because
say,
you're black.
like my man say, that's one crazy ass white woman. Cue the picture.
True that. True that.
Cue the picture.
Cue the picture. Come on, cue the picture. And keep it up there. Her actions were absolutely shameful. Get a picture of that white woman up there.
Cue the picture.
There
That's
you
one
go.
crazy ass white woman.
I've been doing her job too fucking long and really badly.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Well, I mean, it's very humorous, and I'm happy that we're taking it on the good side, but this is something seriously fucked up. Misconduct of justice, the prosecutor, man, oh man. And if you only seen the movie, there's only 38 seconds of the video to watch, right? This has taken about a year. I would say, I don't know, $30,000 have been spent on this before they had the jury. 6 appearances already, 3 denials of showing you even the video footage. You know, they didn't let you in court 4 times to start with. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Preach, my man, preach.
It's like, so she like, I want all the stops brought out on this young man, on this young black man. You know what I'm saying? I want all the stops brought out. She was so now she's like the jury is compromised and so they start trying to figure out. So the judge like, hold on, like it's how many people were out in the lobby at the time that it happened? And
Everybody.
and so they trying to figure that out. And then somebody said it was like 6 people in the lobby at the time, and it's a total of 20 jurors. So maybe we can bring the 6 in and quietly dismiss them. And then the Martha say that's a judge saying this, and then
I have a question. You one point of the judge telling you common sense.
yeah, that we gonna get to that.
All right, all
So
right.
so he like he talking about I forgot, I'm losing it again.
This is what the judge said. He might bring in 6, and again, we're
Yeah.
trying to find the yeah.
And so Martha like nah. She like the what about the other people that see the 6 coming out? They're gonna be asking questions like why did they get dismissed? And so she didn't want to. She didn't want the, and she's like the impartiality of it is compromised. You know what I'm saying? And so ended up deciding on but while they was trying to figure it out, she was talking with because it was like couple of people had came in, so I thought that was like the jury, because only thing I know, this is my first time ever doing this. All I know is like 12 or 6 jurors, and and all this is gonna be resolved today. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I don't know nothing about going to trial. I don't get arrested.
Well, you didn't until you moved to big city Killeen. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So I don't know what the hell about to happen. I don't have a lawyer to tell me what's gonna happen. I don't have people. I'm sure I could have figured it out, but I got way other things to worry about than what the fuck gonna happen on the days of the proceedings of the day of the trial. I got way more other stuff to think about than how the protocol and all this other crazy stuff they started blaming me about. But so they ended up,
And again, we must say this is all their responsibility.
absolutely. So I'm like, they said they end up deciding on bringing, getting rid of the just bringing in the 14. I don't know how they decided that or how it got done, because I'm inside the courtroom at this time, so I don't know. I don't know how it was decided or what was said and all of that, but only 14 came in, and so the judge started going through his little spiel, and I didn't even know at that point that I could be, because like I said, remember y'all heard on the live stream, the crybaby bailiff said don't talk to the juries or communicate with them or something to that effect. So I'm thinking, like, I'm not supposed to say nothing to the jury, but that's the total opposite of, I should be involved in the process of
In the
selecting.
courtroom, I would think that you should be very involved in selecting and saying this guy ain't, he doesn't know what the First Amendment is, so goodbye. If you don't know what certain things are that are equal to knowledge of the case,
Yeah.
basics, you're dismissed.
Okay.
And
Absolutely.
that's it. Not only that, they hold the jury in a special place where nobody could see, nobody this, nobody that, and they put them in the lobby. Yeah, lobby, public property, right? Right,
Yeah.
judge? Public property, right, judge?
Right. So they brought in the 14, and he started reading off his little, exemptions, and if anybody had those, if it mattered to them, raise their hand or whatever. So long story short, some lady was over 70s, so he asked her if she wanted to stay, you can stay. If not, you can go. And then somebody else said they had to go take care of somebody disabled, so he let them leave. And then another man said he had to go help the military perform a mission, and he argued with the judge about it for a little bit, but then the judge let him go. So by the time it was all said and done, it was approximately 11 or 10 people left. And I knew for a fact that at least one of them out of them 10 or 11 was a part of that live stream situation. So I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. You see that man over there? He heard me talking about my case. Yeah, no.
He was a black man,
Yeah, the black man with the red shirt. Yeah.
I said he so I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, if I'm not 100% sure, but I believe somebody that's still in this courtroom was a part of that little, that little situation that happened earlier. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
no.
he like approach the bench, huddle up, niggas, huddle up. Huddle up, niggas. We got an audible. We got to do an audible. Blue 42, blue 42.
Yeah.
So the judge trying to quarterback this shit, you know what I'm saying? He bring me and Martin Stewart up to the bench, or to the whatever you call it, to the podium, and so he like, well, he's a little soft spoken guy, where we're down to about approximately 10 or 11. And after and then he said something else. I don't know what was it he was talking about, or I didn't really understand, or I can't remember what he was saying. But after it was all said and done, he said, we're only going to have approximately about 4 jurors left. I said, ooh.
Yeah, that's what we need. 4 jurors left.
I said, somebody fucked up. Somebody fucked up.
Yep.
So basically he was like, we're going to have to reset the cases. And we're gonna have to reset the cases for next month, and then he had to ask Coochie Crumb, because Coochie Crumb was in the back. I seen Coochie Crumb in the back. I seen Pussy P. He was back there looking like a damn looking like one of them Rams on what's them on Ninja Turtles. That's exactly who they look like. Remember the rhinoceros and it was some other thing on
it looked like the Ninja Turtle.
Somebody what was they? Bebop and Rocksteady looking motherfuckers.
Rocksteady. Good reference. Good reference.
Like Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Pussy P
of the Get Fresh crew.
Yeah, Pussy P is Bebop because he the shorter one, and Rocksteady was Coochie Crumb. He the taller brute. Blue line.
When did the judge throw in the common sense though? So that means it's coming. It ain't came yet, but it's coming. So all right.
So after they do that, they sit us down, and then so like I said, the juries is still up in there. So after they sit us down, they and then he tell the jury, unfortunately, something came up and we're not gonna be able to proceed.
Came up. I slipped and my dick fell in.
Yeah.
Something came up. What the fuck?
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's straight up, bro. Straight up.
He said something came up. So, thank you for your service, and we hopefully in the next time, you get to come up on our lottery, y'all can
the corrupt Killeen.
The corporate lottery of Killeen.
Yeah. Corporate lottery. Yo, winner!
Hey. Winner. Come up here and spend the whole half a day prosecuting.
You too can convict the one and only Mr. Butler. Yes.
Yeah, come up here and prosecute the one and only.
The crime, see if it'll stick. Yes, absolutely.
The one and only nigger standing on the sidewalk with a camera.
Pink shirts rule, bro. Pink shirts rule, man.
Miss Johnson, come on down.
Down.
So he thanked them for their service. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen their whole faces with expressions change. They were like, "Ooh, yeah, thank you, no question about it." You know what I'm saying?
Share, like, and subscribe, and both sides.
That's what I said. If I had known what I know now, I didn't know that I'm allowed to talk to them. I'm gonna have to look up the laws and stuff on that.
Oh, dude, we'll get your cards printed. Yeah, but here you go, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, now that y'all not the jury no more, go bow tie that.
Straight up. You'll be up for 12 hours. Yeah.
I just saved y'all a whole half a day sitting up in here looking at my ass.
True that.
So I should have told them bow tie, but so he dismissed them, and then I think as they was leaving out, I'm like, Your Honor,
I have some basic concerns, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I promise you, Honor, I ain't been doing this shit. So I basically kind of expressed it again, like, I had no clue that was who that was out there in the lobby when I was out there. So he was like,
well, again, how could you?
He basically said, save it for the case. I'm that ain't my case. And then but before he said that, he said, how could you not know? And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, it's common sense. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, what? I'm like, you act like I'm some all-star criminal or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not. I don't do this. I don't do this regularly. You know what I'm saying? Like, how was I supposed to know?
I haven't made it a lifestyle choice yet.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I ain't switched to that brand yet.
Yeah, right, right. True that. True that.
So I'm like, all right, you know, I didn't want to start tapping into his ass about um, you know, First Amendment rights and the Constitution and public lobby. You know, I didn't.
I just wanna break this for a second. Why don't you have a court appointed attorney? I think that goes to arrest number 3. Why you don't have a court appointed attorney? Because he actually was looking for one and he got arrested while he was looking for a court appointed attorney. So that's your answer. Hello, hooray. What about
Woo!
your concerns that you brought up for in front of the judge? The judge asked you about concerns that you have about this case and all the shit that they've been pulling.
Oh yeah, so that was my number 3. After I brought up the situation about the jury, I'm like, this, I also have a issue with the discovery. I still haven't received it, and he looked at the prosecutor like, Miss Samuel, and she like, yeah, Judge, we've been through this. Da, 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 da. He's not wanting to come in here and watch movies with me, so I made several appointments to watch movies with him, and he don't want to come in here and watch movies with me. So we've gave him plenty of ample time to come see the discovery. I'm like, nah, I can't. How am I supposed to build a case and sitting up in here stressed out looking at your boy? I'm about to flame your ass up real smooth. But nah, how am I supposed to focus on building my case if I gotta look at you?
Yeah, you're very distracting. You're so horrific. Yeah,
And
but again,
if I
the
was a
law states.
lawyer, she's saying because I'm pro se, I don't get the information. And then she said even if I had my lawyer would get the information, but he won't be able to give it to me either.
That's not true. That's not true. None of it's true. Not only that, you came to watch the video and you were trying to get your thoughts together and they threw you out.
So
Remember
I'm
that
like,
one?
yeah,
Crybaby threw you out, man.
yeah, they always throwing the brother out. When the black man come up in there like this, that's a dangerous person
Not
right
only
there.
that, they don't like a black man that don't put his money down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
dangerous person right there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
where I was at? So he like,
Concerned.
yeah. So I'm like, I still have. I'm like, so what about there's no equal to protection. I don't have equal protection of the law. Like I supposed to get this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yep,
supposed to have
sir.
a chance to defend myself. How you going? I've asked for this discovery in February. Like the judge didn't even respond to it until August. And then when he responded, he just basically said, I'm denying it, and gave me paperwork saying that he denied it. I'm like, how you gonna deny it? How you gonna deny me getting my discovery?
Exculpatory evidence has to be released by the prosecution. So says the law. Period. There are no excuses, and any evidence they use to convict you can be used to set you free. That would put it in the category of exculpatory evidence. Not only that, how much evidence you need for 38 fucking seconds? You know what I mean? There was it was called the Texas 3-step. Told you where to stand. You stood. Asshole said something, and off it went.
Yeah,
Okay.
I ain't even introduced that video into it. I don't even know if people even know what the hell the whole damn day was about. The case was about. But let me pull it up real quick. It's like you said, it's only 30 seconds.
38 fucking seconds. You get a administrative detention. You get told where to stand. You talk to the audience, and pew pew Patterson lets that shit fly. You're in violation of an ordinance. They say no black men on the street after 9 o'clock at night. It's 9:01.
It's 901.
901. Do you have a mental illness? Did you take your medicine today? Motherfucker, man.
Okay, here we go.
And you know what the aggravating thing is? You're doing it, you're getting phony charges and everything, and nobody's passing it on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's passing it on. And I think, that ain't fucking cool. That ain't fucking cool. 4 arrests for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You all-star category. You broke a world's record in the fastest arrest on the internet, dude. I've never seen anything faster, and you laid claim to it just right.
No question about it.
Hell yeah. There you go. Administrative detention.
That's Coochie Crumb. So this is what the whole day was about. This is one of the cases that was being heard that day yesterday. Was supposed to be heard.
Not only that, they falsified the record and a news report on the people that they stopped in the car because there was no gun taken. The gun was carried lawfully. Everybody was let go. And if you read the newspapers, they caught a gun. They caught a dude who had warrants. They caught a whole lot of stuff in that car that did not happen. I had to say that, man.
Yeah. So like you said, I don't know if y'all saw it, but when I walked by, Coochie Crumb was like,
a little bit
stand
more
over there.
Yep.
Do me a favor, stand over there, big man.
There he goes.
Stand over there, big man. That's Coochie Crumb. That's Rocksteady.
Sweet little zoom you got in, yeah, boom.
Yeah, that's Rocksteady.
Like was the second move, dude. You're tight, bro. You're tight.
Yeah, I'm official with the camera work.
Yep.
So, I'm getting my zoom right, get my camera angle right. I got, the brute, Pussy Patterson over there, Coochie Crumb, Bebop Rocksteady.
Don't insult the fucking best rappers in the world, bro.
If you're a passenger, you don't have to identify.
There you go. That's it. That's all she wrote.
You are now breaking the law.
He had many violations.
He has several violations.
Yeah.
Can't be deemed interference. Yes, it is. Deemed interference. Voice alone can't be deemed interference. Speech alone can't be deemed interference. You hear that, Pussy P?
Number D.
Voice alone can't be deemed interference. Yes, it is interference. Voice alone can't be. What's your name and badge number?
It's printed on my shirt. Move out of the.
It's printed on my shirt.
How do you spell printed on my shirt? How do you spell printed on my shirt?
It's printed on my shirt. I should have been like, is that what you tell the judge, Pussy P?
Well, that will be one of the questions when you get to cross-examine them in court is like, why didn't you tell the judge it's printed on my shirt?
Ooh, yeah, I'm going to have to write that down.
Yeah, one of the many. Dude, you got to know from yesterday, man.
That might be the second question because you already know what the first question going to be.
Straight up. What do you think about the black man taking pictures?
That ain't gonna be the first question. You should already know what the first one gonna be. You don't know
the first one? I know the first one.
Let's see if the chat can tell us what the first question is gonna be.
What do you know about the First Amendment?
No, I didn't. Y'all. No, that ain't gonna be the first question. Come on, chat, help them out.
Well,
what's the first question?
What's the first question gonna be on the witness stand? Oh man,
ain't nobody chiming in.
Everybody wants to know what your first question would be.
So, if you don't know what the first question would be, then you don't know no question. The first question is going to be, can I get your name and badge number?
Badge number. All right, cool. The second one would be, what do you know about the First Amendment? And the third one would be, why didn't you tell the judge that? It's written on my shirt. Yeah.
Why didn't you tell the judge? First, I'm going to ask him, What did you tell me when what did you tell me when I asked you?
How did you identify on that fateful evening when you decided to be a Nazi fascist swine? Yes. It's on my shirt. Could you spell? My name is on my shirt, officer.
Right?
Absolutely. Do you get medals for killing civilians?
Right. That's what I said. He probably already got a couple medals for doing that.
Oh, hell yeah, man. He's
I
still
wouldn't
on
be
the force and
surprised.
he's dumb as a rock. Yes, I think he got a couple of medals. Let's
He ain't
get on with your
he ain't get
let's
them
quit
two chevrons.
riffing on the pigs and get on with your story, man.
Yeah,
So you're up to your concerns with the discovery that they absolutely did not give you, which violates state law.
He ain't get them 2 chevrons for nothing.
He made his bones.
I'm not
He
trying
made
to.
his bones.
Close to me.
Okay, give me your ID. You've interfered with an investigation. If you refuse to give me your ID, you're going to jail. Hey, go ahead.
Get your supervisor on the scene.
I don't need a supervisor. You can see him down at the jail. You're going to jail for interference.
What does Texas law say about ID?
About ID 38.02, Texas
Yeah.
Penal Code.
Yeah.
You must be lawfully arrested.
Oh,
So why you demanding ID if I ain't under arrest, pussy P?
there you
Let me
go.
zoom in on this bitch ass. Ooh, damn! I done messed up my name. I got
You paid the price.
I'm working with a cracked touch screen, so if I can't zoom in too much, well, I mess up the whole
Your computer
video.
don't look like ugly, man.
Damn! Oh, it don't. Y'all can see it or what?
No, it's yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Why you asking me for ID if I ain't lawfully arrested, pussy P?
Hey, go ahead.
Get your supervisor on the scene.
I don't need a supervisor. You can see him down at the jail. You're going to jail for interference.
What's interference? Just so you saying
interfering with my investigation.
All right, he got his hand.
You have no right to interfere with an investigation.
He put his hands on.
Nice selfie, bro. I love that, man. I love that, man.
You got to narrate. You got to narrate.
Yep, narrate.
Once the camera get compromised, you got to narrate.
Absolutely.
It's important for you to narrate what's going on. He put his hands on me. Up, he turning my camera off. Oh, you turning my camera off too? You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's federal charges.
You turn into a play-by-play announcer at that point.
Absolutely.
You know, as soon as the camera get compromised, you know, first he grabbed the wrong hand. So, you know, that's why normally when you see these videos when people get accosted, the first thing the cop gonna do is swipe the camera out their hand. That's the first thing he gonna do with Pussy P. That's why I call him Pussy P, because he obviously, you know, all he did was he grabbed me, but you know, I put a selfie mode on his ass with one hand.
Oh, look who showed up in the chat.
Who was that? Your boy
Corporation Doctrine 88. And Corporation Doctrine 88.
Ooh, that's my guy right there. But yeah, I had to hit the selfie mode on his ass, you know.
Absolutely.
Look at him. He can't even reach my arm. Look at him. You know, his arm's too short to box with God. He trying
Rocket,
to reach.
bro.
He couldn't even get it. He couldn't even get the phone though. Coochie Crumb had to walk up and grab the phone. Look at me. I'm focused. I'm focused on, you know, I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at the car. I'm looking at the car driving off. I'm like, damn. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, damn. I'm like, them boys peeling out on me.
Yep.
That's
well, again, they were violated, bro. Again, they were violated too. You know, that's the whole thing.
I walked up on that scene to document their situation. So it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm making sure the officers are safe, and I'm making sure that the passengers are safe. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, cops commit a lot of murders every day. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it goes unresolved. So if I can help at least mitigate 1 or 2 murders, then I've done my job.
Straight up, man.
So, but I'm looking at them. I'm thinking in my head like, damn, they actually peeled off. I'm thinking like they about to, like, you know, if I'm thinking they probably like, hey, well, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. And they hop out and start recording my accostation. You know what I'm saying?
You would think, but again, I'll give you 10, 15 years. Watch it happen like that.
Okay. That's
You know what I'm saying? I would fucking hope.
If that's the case, then I've job well done. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Lead by example, my man. Lead by example.
He put his hands on me. Can I put my phone in my pocket? I can show you some deprivation of rights under the color of law. Deprivation of rights under the color of law. I bet you my boy incorporation doctrine and busting a nut right now when I said that.
Yeah, but we're telling a story. We could have them on and bust out the numbers, you know, after you get your story out. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I know incorporation doctrine went going crazy when he heard that.
Yeah.
USC 242. US code.
You got the 242, you got the 243, you got the 245. Those are good ones, man. Those are good ones.
You know, this guy right here, Coochie Crumb, he gonna get the 85, the 1985.
1985, 1986, absolutely.
I have a right to record. I have a right to record. That's what I'm thinking they accosted me for, because it couldn't have been a speech. It couldn't have been a speech.
I think it was more the black than the speech than the record. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said it.
Dude, the racists, they are absolute racists, dude.
I'm glad
That's
you said
all
it.
I've seen. That's all I've seen is racism. Swear.
I'm glad you said it.
Straight up, man. Pink shirt's a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You can record. I don't care. You hear he all squealing
as he's taking the phone away from you and shutting it off.
That's pussy peep in the back. You can record.
I love when pigs squeal.
I have a right to record. I have a right to record. So you're saying because I said something that's interfering? Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been because I said something that was interference. Couldn't have been. Get your supervisor on the scene. Get your supervisor on the scene before you make a big mistake. Okay. You see this? I don't need a supervisor. You got 2 strikes, bro. Pussy P. You're not
even
a supervisor, bro.
Dude, even their supervisors aren't supervisors, and the lieutenants are always getting head. We already have gone down this list. You know what I mean?
Stay in your rank, Corporal.
So after your concerns, what's going down in the courtroom right now?
So after I get the concerns addressed, let me get back into it. So after I get the concerns addressed, you know, I'm like, I had another concern. You know, we didn't even talk about jurisdiction. So I'm like, what about, you know, I also have another concern, you know, after he talked, because the judge just basically blew over. He didn't even really address whether or not I should get it, or he just basically blew over it. And he was like, all right, so we're going to get started. And I'm like, wait a minute, Your Honor. Concerns. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got some more concerns. What about the jurisdiction? Look at incorporation. Like now I'm getting excited. We talk about the jurisdiction. I'm like, what about the jurisdiction, Your Honor?
Absolutely.
And then once I said that, he said, save it. He said, save it for the appeal. I said, ooh.
Yeah.
I said, ooh.
Just like that.
That's all I could say. I'm like, all right, hey, let it be what it be.
You know, as they say in Las Vegas, let it ride.
You know? So after the jury leaves, you know, I'm now the officers getting ready to get dismissed, and they had to talk to Coochie Crumb to figure out whether he was because he was getting ready. They said something about him getting ready to retire, so they was trying to figure out the dates with his retirement and if he was going to be able to come to the next court here, the trial. You know what I'm saying? And so he's getting ready to retire. So they figure out the court date, and then the judge like, so after the jury leave, I'm like, am I free to go? They're like, no, just stay right there. And the judge said, I'll be right back. So he left. And he left for approximately 20 minutes. And I'm thinking he probably went and watched the video. You know what I'm saying? So, because I invited him, I'm like, you know, because when they was talking about taking my phone, they was like, I'm like, why would you take the phone? I'm like, it's on my channel right now. It's live stream. But before, I ain't even tell y'all this, before, like I said, the judge was like, ho. You know, and then the prosecutor, like, you know, you broke the law, whatever. We gonna hit you with these charges, And then I'm like, you know, we gonna confiscate your phone. I'm like, well, it's on my channel right now. You can, Your Honor, you can pull it up on your screen right now and watch it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I had no intent.
Bow tie that bell.
Yeah, bow tie that bell.
Bow tie that bell, Your Honor.
You know why you up in there? Bow tie that bell, Kris Krishna.
Yo.
So long story short, he left about 20 minutes, probably went to go bow tie the bell, and then
donate to the Cashapp.
Yeah. So Coochie Crumb and Pussy P. I saw Kulo Cruz the Crook was in there. He was an officer that was there, and Brooks 389 or 399. He was there, but Bad Booty wasn't there. She was the one that arrested me on the other case that was being in trial that day. So I don't know how they was even trying to proceed if the rest of them.
And that's next week pops up. You got a date for that shit too, right?
Yeah, October. No, that's October. One of them is October 4th. One of them 28th.
Gotcha.
On the 28th for next month. But so the judge left. Prosecutor's still there. All the other officers left except for Crumb. So Crumb's just sitting there with the prosecutor. I'm like, Officer Crumb, like I said, you've been hiding from me on that night shift. He said, no, first I asked him, like, how you doing, Officer Crumb? He was like, I'm peachy. I said, yeah, I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, you look like a peach. You're the peach colored. You know, because they was in the back turning red. Because I'm like, you know, when I brought up about discovery, I was like, you know, it's another camera that I'm missing, which was Booty Baez's camera that I spoke with him in the jail after they arrested me on that video. So he said that his camera was rolling. Why is his camera not in this discovery? And they saying the prosecutor saying that she couldn't he didn't submit no body cam. I'm like, well, he told me he was rolling, so why was it not submitted? That's a key piece of evidence for this situation, because I spoke with him in the jail, and I spoke with him on several cases about this very topic. And so, you know, so they basically then I told him that his body, he said, I told the judge, he said Booty Baez said his body cam was running, and I pointed to the officers in the back, like Pussy P said his body cam was rolling, Coochie Crumb said his body cam was rolling, so they submitted their body cams. Why didn't Booty Baez? And
because Booty Baez is fucking filthy dirty, as we've seen, trying to like violate you in a police station while you're giving out complaints to the buffoonery.
Because he ass.
You know?
Basically, that's why I call him Booty Baez, because he ass. You know what I'm saying? So they you know, them Pussy P and Coochie Crumbs in the back turning pink. Them boys was looking, especially Pussy P, he was looking like a scared dog. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the judge left out, and then I was talking with Coochie Crumb for a little bit, talking with the prosecutor, and then the judge came back in, and he was like, I'm gonna have to recuse myself from the case. And I'm like, shit, you should have been recused yourself. I'm thinking in my head, like, you should have been recused yourself from the case when it was passed over to you from the other corrupt corporate thug judge. What's his name?
Oh man, we were talking about him. Kevin. I don't know his name,
Kimball,
but
Judge
Kevin.
Kimball.
Yeah, but Kevin Kimball.
No, I don't know if it's Kevin Kimball.
Yeah, Kevin. I remember in the parking lot, man.
Mark Kimball.
Mark Kimball. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, traumatic brain injury. That's my excuse, bro. Traumatic brain injury. Sorry, man.
Like you should have recused.
But I remember hearing it that whole day. Well, how you doing, Mark? Yeah, how's it outside, Mark? I'm looking through your window, Mark. You want to cover it up, Mark? You're trying to humiliate me, Mark? You don't like the black man, Mark?
Yeah, the first Judge Kimball.
Mark Kimball, yeah.
He was the first judge that tried to
violated your rights in Killeen.
Trespassed me from that same public lobby that was on the live video yesterday.
Threats, trespass. Leandro was there. Crybaby was there.
Characters was there, man.
Everybody was there. We got paper on those bitches, bro.
Absolutely. So they so he said he recused himself from the cases, and so obviously it's gonna be a third judge now for class C misdemeanors.
I would love to see the bill on this. So the judge, you're actually saying, like the judge who already knew that he shouldn't be dealing this shit after the first interaction with you. I mean, and you're not an idiot, like all the cattle. Sorry, he should have said, I ain't dealing with this shit, especially because of what was. Not only that, so he signed a paper to steal your phone unlawfully. And then he said, I'm prejudiced with this case. So I would think that there would be some kind of legal ground that he could be like hung by his balls in the county square or something like that while apologizing for stealing your phone. And then you get his car. Some kind of deal like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me get the Boxster real quick.
Yeah. We just got to repaint that shit. It looks like a pussy's car. Yeah.
Yeah, so he recused
we could wait. I'll say this because I can. It's a Crackermobile. So I just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. I had to tell you that you were black. I'm sorry. Boom! No, them crackers. Fucking hey, man.
But so he was like, I recused myself, and like you said, it was after he done. I'm like, you can't take my phone. Like, it's already on the live stream. You're not gonna get the video from the phone. So why are you taking the phone? Why are you taking the phone?
Absolutely, because we can.
And
this is democracy.
She gonna say, I'm not that technology savvy, so I don't know if I don't know how that really works, so I'm just gonna turn.
Your Honor, the bitch is bright enough to play me a video on her laptop. Your Honor, she does know how technology works.
How is she gonna take my phone? That's how I make my money, Your Honor.
Yeah,
that's my media. That's my company. That's my livelihood, Your Honor.
Really? That's where all my friends live.
Yeah. That's what Big B Nation is, Your Honor.
All of them. Tough, man. That people are, I don't know, man. Just that on itself are like grounds to hello, hooray, thank you very much. Get a lawyer, $20. I understand the sentiment, and we're trying for a couple more zeros on that, and he will be able to get a lawyer. Thank you very much for your donation.
Much love, hello, Ray. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, that's solid, man. That's solid.
So he like, he recused himself after he allowed him to take my phone. Then he bowed out like like that Homer Simpson when he disappeared in the bush, like.
Yeah. Phases out into another reality.
Yeah, he faded away in the bushes, after he allowed them to take my phone. And so I'm like.
You know what? I don't underestimate this this dude one bit, and I will bet that he will seal these as private judicial records and not proper court records, and you'll have an issue getting them. That's
So,
like Mark did. I
so
wouldn't underestimate him doing that. You know what I
speaking of
mean?
that, I already got it queued up. You know what I'm saying?
Taught you well, my man. Good
Already
for
sent
you.
Mark. I already gave Mark a retirement present. Mark Kimball, the first judge on this case, I gave him a
Yes, we
retirement
did.
present of a 1983 and also a Texas Code of Judicial Conduct complaint.
Misconduct, yes.
You know, so if you want to ever complain on a judge, this is how you do it in the state of
Yep.
Texas, scjc.texas.gov, and you can go to complaints. And you know, you can either download the complaint form to mail it, or you can call in a complaint, or you can request it by email. I think I had last time I did it, I think I filled it out. I filled it out.
You did fill it out. I think we even took a screenshot when you were done and shit. Not only that, I got.
It's a
I'm
online forms.
I'm gonna look in the old file, and I'm sure here. Yeah,
No, I
Mark.
still have I got the results of it.
Oh yeah, Mark D. Kimball. We got a judicial misconduct complaint form, a brief statement of facts, complaint for violation of civil rights, and a criminal complaint.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
a
this is how you
criminal
do it. It's not giving me the option to click the online form. I'll have to play with it, but this is where you would go to file a complaint on a judge. So I'll send Mark Kimball off away with one, and so now we're gonna send Mr. Kris Krishna off with the one as well, because he's
Yeah, I got your statement of facts of the unlawful notice to show cause, the forced ex parte communication that he made secret, and February 16th when you were filming in the lobby of the court, where he threatened to throw you out and put you in jail. Absolutely. When Marshall Leendo was there, and Crybaby was there, and another one was there too, which we haven't yet identified. So yeah, man, like we got paper on these people, and working.
Yeah, so basically after he has recused himself, and
Well,
after
after he prejudicially stole your telephone, he recused himself
right.
because he was biased, right? And that was like the last. How does that work, bro? Like, how does that? That's unlawful already. Like the next thing you do, you say, "I can't." No, you know, I didn't hate him, but now I do because he made me sign that paper. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Ridiculous. Why are you fighting with them? It's not a fight. Is it a fight? Is it a fight, Mr. Butler?
They've let Martha tell it is I'm playing games. She said I'm playing games. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all these little antics and I'm doing whatever. You know, I'm not. I don't consider it a fight or playing games. You know, I'm basically documenting the fuckery. Is what, if you ask me what I'm doing, because I'm just going through the process of the bullshit so I can show the world what goes on in the process. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a fine. You know, I'll wipe my ass with it. I'll do a weekly penny drop. You know, donations from Hello Hooray to Hello Hooray just donate $20. I'm gonna bring that up there in all pennies. Here, y'all find me guilty. Here go $20 in pennies. I'll be back up here next week.
18 USC 453. That would be oaths of judges. Yes, that is in the library, sir. It's been read, annotated, and passed on to Mr. Butler. Yes.
Yeah. You know, so it don't really matter. Like I'm going through this process and I'm standing on the limits of the law. I'm standing on the boundaries of the law, and I got a camera while I'm doing it. So I'm letting
Not only
everybody
that,
know.
we are not only accruing, the discovery of how the system works and all its angles. There's a big learning curve because these people don't even work as the law is written. They work in such a corrupt way that whatever's covered by law, they cheat, they
Absolutely.
misrepresent, they
Yeah,
don't do their job.
they
And the last
misconstrue,
thing a
they
prosecutor in
misinterpret.
absolutely misinterpret. There is nothing left to interpretation. When you stop reading, it doesn't apply to you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Not only
Yeah,
that's it, I would suggest reading to the end to enlighten yourself anyway. But no,
absolutely.
D, nobody gets to D. D should be all the way up there in the beginning. You
The
know what I
crazy
mean?
part is they charged me at first. They charged me with a city ordinance that for interference that doesn't have everything that the state law has in it, and then they changed it to the state law of
But that can be an
38.15.
earner. But that can be an earner because again, you still have that city ordinance that was abused, which shouldn't even be on the books because it like shit like that was taken out of the system in 1983 when that was last looked at, and they said it's still okay, knowing Houston versus Hill. So again, I mean, there's a
Houston versus
lot of
Hill.
nasty shit.
Yeah, Houston versus
Where
Hill happened in 1987. So that shit should have been
83,
off
if
at
I'm
the
not
latest
mistaken.
then.
1983, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was
I don't remember.
87.
It could be numbers, but yeah, it could
I
be.
put
I
I
don't
put that hello hooray $20 on it.
know.
What you say, Corporation Doctrine 88? He should have already been chiming in what it was.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Houston versus Hill.
Houston versus
what if
Hill.
cities-
That's that established the right to speak freely and on the
yeah,
sidewalk.
tell the cops go fuck themselves. Absolutely, and
What the fuck?
yeah,
Like I can't say if you're a passenger, you don't have to identify. Like you should have been telling them that. Young
yeah,
grasshopper.
true that. Not only that, they should have stuck around to return to 87. You're right. Excuse me.
87.
Yeah,
Yeah.
42 US 451. Yep.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But they, like I
It
said,
is.
so they while I was after the judge left, I'm like, so where's the warrant for my phone? I'm like, where's the warrant? He's like, we don't need a warrant to seize it. We only need a warrant to access it. I said, no, ma'am.
They need reasonable, articulable suspicion to even step close to that. Which again, I don't see how they even have. Again, I'm sorry. I'm like thinking like something's gonna make sense once, but it just yeah. So this is phone number 2 that they have.
Yeah, this is phone number 2 that they got.
Yeah, I would kind of like request people to look in their in their drawers for old phones that they don't need, and like maybe you hook up a PO box or something like that. So have people send you old telephones, and I'm sure the Killeen police would be astounded at like, damn, you got another phone. Damn, you got another phone. Damn, you got another phone. Not only that, you can actually charge them for taking your means of business and all your information on the phone too. So, I mean, in the grand picture of schemes, they're doing a lot of.
Yeah, just them seizing the
improper
phone is a First Amendment violation because they know that I'm gonna be
press.
recording their ass.
Yep. Press.
I'm gonna be pressing their ass.
Yes, indoctrination doctrine. It is because he's black. I notified the Funk Soul brother that he was black early in the podcast because I know he forgets, and he thinks we're all one color of humanity, and no, the cops don't see it like that. They got the fucked up goggles on.
So they ended up giving me. I'm like, so can I I need some paperwork or something. I need a custody form or something. Like
Paperwork? What's that?
yeah. So she like, well, the sound of my voice basically, I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work, man. Like you're gonna have to give me some paperwork saying that y'all got my phone at least. You know what I'm saying? So she had to one of the marshals give me a custody form, and he trying to go over with me and like, do you understand this? I'm like, man, who you think you talking to, Perez? Groupie Perez gonna act. He told me he watched my channel, but then gonna ask me questions. What kind of who you think you talking to, Perez? Talking about you this is your model number. This is saying that we got it. Do you understand? Nah, what are you talking about, Perez? I don't answer questions.
I not only don't answer questions, I have no understanding.
Yeah, after he said it, asked me the first time. The next time he asked, and I just didn't even respond. And then he like, so are you gonna sign it? I didn't even respond. And then he was like, I'm gonna put my initials and my name, my badge number, and say that you refuse to sign it. Is that you understand that? Then respond to him. And so he gave me a copy of it, and then so I'm like, I think that was it. Yeah, he was like, I'm like, free to go.
I wanted to remind you about the judge telling you not to film in the lobby.
Oh yeah, he did tell me that. He said next time when you come into the courthouse, go straight to the bailiff. Don't be in a you can't you're not allowed to record in the lobby. And like I said, I didn't want to go back and forth with him. Like, Your Honor, like, don't you know that's basic First Amendment protections right there?
Your Honor, Mark tried to do that shit and retired. Your Honor,
Mark tried to say the same thing, and he got up out of there with a nice 1983 and a judicial.
Yeah, yo.
So, Your Honor, did you get trained by Mark Kimball?
Your Honor, do you have your oath to the Constitution and your bond readily available for inspection, Your Honor?
Can I get your oath of office, please, Your Honor?
Yeah, but nobody's ever asked that from me in 20 years that I've been practicing.
Yeah, that's what the prosecutor said. Oh, yeah, she also said this time, because like I said, when they was trying to figure out how they was going to do the jury, because, it was compromised or whatever. And so they was like, the judge gonna say, what do you talking to the prosecutor? Like, what do you recommend we do? And she was like, yeah, honestly, like, I honestly don't know. I've never been through this in the 20 years. I was like, damn, we having a lot of 20-year firsts.
A lot of year first, man.
This little Class C misdemeanor that y'all so heavily trying to prosecute before.
You should have asked her, is it because you're black? Like, seriously, in court, in the middle with that, like, let that shit fly. It would be surprising to get the truth at least. You know what I mean?
And no, it's not only because I'm black, but I'm a black man that's standing up for himself.
Very important.
And so what was I getting ready to say? So, like I said, that was another first. And then I talked to Groupie Perez, and he was saying that this was only the second trial since November. Like, all these people coming up in here just paying.
But you saw it happen, dude. Remember the first day that you went and the place was jam-packed full of like 150 fucking people? And I was going through the roster and I told you, dude, there's a lady here. They want $500 because she didn't vaccinate her fucking dog or buy her a dog license or some shit like that. And then you told me about all the young kids in there for like a gram of weed and all these bullshit charges. Well, that's the way they make the money. You're costing them all the money that they made by pulling down them suckers. And if you can make an example of what you're doing and say, no, fuck you, you're wrong, it's unlawful, and stand on your own shit, more power to you. And you know what? More people should take example from what you're fucking doing. Yeah, they should have fucking jumped out. All those motherfuckers in the car should have jumped out and hit them up. They would have gotten a lot of views on that shit, to be honest. People don't think, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I got another black man getting arrested. There's the fifth one tonight, man. We're on a roll, Wendy. You do the white accent better, I'm trying to be right, you know what I mean? Like,
kind of roll, Timmy.
Yeah. Timothy, come here. Another one of those black men is
We
being
got another
arrested.
95, Timothy. We're gonna have ourselves a hang
Hang
in
it tonight. Ah, oh, just don't forget the hidden ropes this time.
right?
Yes.
You bring the synthetic, Jimbo.
Ah. Oh shit. We bad.
Incorporation doctrine. This is civil forfeiture, which is a form of punishment, and it
Absolutely, it is. We talked about
adjudication.
this yesterday about the first one. I'm like, dude,
Hey,
charge him.
I'm about to send you a link, man. Get on up in here, Charles. They got a link. Anybody want to come in at this time and say something? You know, so that's basically that was my day after that live stream. So basically,
I can't pin that. Pin that link.
Like that, or pin it. Okay.
Pin it. Yeah. 3 buttons on the side. You pin it and yeehaw.
The option. But yeah, that's the link. Anybody want to come in? But yeah, so this is going to be pending charges. They mentioned something about they'll have to get a warrant and all this other stuff. So I'm sure at some point it's going to be a warrant out for my arrest. So let's do it.
Let's not give those assholes any more ideas than they already have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
let's
all they
put
got to do is
thinking on the burner, man.
You know, so they pulling out all the stops though. You know, so I'm hoping for the best, but I'm praying for the best, but prepared for the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, that's the way to live, man.
Yeah, so that's basically how it went down. So as of right now, I think the interference case, if you're a passenger, you don't have to identify. That case is going to be tried on the 4th, and the other case of walking on the wrong side of the road is going to be tried in trial on the 25th of October.
You also said that somebody showed up, and shout out to who showed up in the courthouse in Killeen.
Oh yeah, shout out to you know who you is. So thank you. It was one person that actually showed up to actually just observe and watch the proceedings and just show some support. And so I thank you very much. You know, you have no idea how much that meant to me. And they was trying to get her.
I just hope they unlawfully recorded the whole thing and they have this shit show. And if you do, send it to me, my email, and I'll keep your name out of it.
You know, but they was trying to get her like they was the crybaby bailiff was trying to press her like, are you the jury or are you? She was like, I'm just here to observe, like
public. I'm the public.
I'm just here to observe. Like, why are you questioning me about why I'm here? You know what I'm saying? So they was trying to figure out if she was supporting me, because I'm guessing if they knew she was supporting me, then they would have probably not let her in or something like that. I don't know.
they would have hunted down her car and started to ticket her. You know what I mean? That's what they do. They get like, oh no, well, I don't know who that was, but let's look for a lady or a man, and which license plate is it?
Right.
Yeah, they did their detecting. You know what I mean?
They got to do their retaliation methods. Killeen.
Absolutely.
People. But
I've seen them try to do that to you, man.
I don't see what incorporation doctrine you coming up in here or what. Yeah, but that's basically what it was. So I guess I'm gonna close it out. I don't see nobody saying nothing.
All right.
Let me see.
It was very interesting and well updated.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what we're dealing with now. Definitely thank you for all your thoughts and comments. And I know it took me a while to kind of update everybody, but I wanted to. I was driving like the night before, so I was driving all back from.
Well, again, they don't understand that you got to the courthouse on your live, and you were in the car after a 15-hour drive back to Killeen, Texas, on your escapades of fighting evil in foreign cities of the land, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm still dealing with the situation with my son, and I'm end up having to, file a lawsuit on that and try to get some of at least get his stuff replaced, or allowed to, retrieve, so we can have, some of his basic necessities. But yeah, we definitely thank you everybody for tuning in. And I know it's a little long and drawn out, but you know what time it is. I always keep y'all abreast of what's going on. If it ain't on camera, it ain't happening.
True that, brother. True that.
But I got some good stuff coming up ahead. I'm gonna start working on a couple of videos tonight, and yeah, just stay tuned. I'm also, matter of fact, yeah, I think I'll start it off right now. We're gonna do a daily warrant check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll do that. I'll do that on another video, another live tomorrow. I'll start off.
We call it Breakfast with Mr. Butler's daily warrant check series of notifications. Yeah.
It's a damn shame that a free man gotta,
Absolutely. Shameful.
Gotta check a daily warrant check, for standing on the sidewalk being free with a camera.
I remember someone got arrested going to the store getting asparagus. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, yeah. Yep. Totally unlawful, bro. Totally unlawful. It all is. But again, they've proven that they don't care. So accountability is the way you gotta go, man. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, shit, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Like I always say, thank you for tuning in, and don't let them dig all off in your amendment.
Nah. Yeah.
You hear me?